Hi friends, welcome to new video. Authorities tracked down the man accused of killing 4 Idaho college students as he drove across the country around Christmas for several days before finally arresting him Friday, sources told CNN. Continue to monitor him. Bryan Christopher Kohberger, 28, was arrested in his home state of Pennsylvania and charged with 4 counts of first-degree murder and felony theft in connection with the stabbing deaths of 4 University of Idaho students in November. Prosecutor Bill Thompson. Still, investigators have not publicly confirmed the suspect's motive or whether he knew the victims. Moscow Police Chief James Fry said on Friday that the murder weapon had not been identified. In the nearly 7 weeks since the students were stabbed to death at an off-campus home, investigators have conducted more than 300 interviews and received nearly 20,000 tips in their search for a suspect. News of the killings, and the long period without any suspects or significant developments, has shaken the University of Idaho community and the surrounding town of Moscow, which had not seen a single homicide in 7 years. Investigators briefed on the investigation confirmed Kohberger as a suspect through DNA evidence and his ownership of a white Hyundai Elantra seen near the scene, according to 2 law enforcement sources. My name is Ahmed and you are watching 72 Info TV, so before discussing this news please subscribe our channel for more info videos. Kohberger, who authorities say lived just minutes from the scene, is a PhD student in Washington State University's Department of Criminal Justice and Criminology, the school confirmed. According to law enforcement sources, he drove cross-country in a white Hyundai Elantra and arrived at his parents' home in Pennsylvania around Christmas. Authorities were tracking him while he was driving and also monitoring his parents' house, sources said. An FBI surveillance team tracked him for 4 days before his arrest while law enforcement worked with prosecutors to obtain enough probable cause to obtain a warrant, 2 law enforcement sources said. Developed genetic genealogy techniques were used to link Kohberger to unknown DNA evidence, another source with knowledge of the case told CNN. The DNA was run through a public database to find possible matches for family members, and subsequent investigative work by law enforcement identified him as a suspect, sources said. Kohberger was arraigned Friday morning in Pennsylvania and is being held without bail pending his extradition hearing on January 3, records show. The suspect has the option to waive extradition and voluntarily return to Idaho. But if he doesn't, Moscow police would have to initiate extradition proceedings through the governor's office, which could take some time, Fry said. Even with the suspect, law enforcement's work isn't over, prosecutors said. Some text goes here: "This is not the end of this investigation. In fact, this is a new beginning," Thompson said Friday night. Thompson urged people to ask anyone with information about the suspect to come forward, call the tip line, report anything you know about him to help investigators. Give it. Since the murders of 4 students, Kaylee Gonsalves, 21, Madison 1, 21, Shawnaker Nadil, 20, and Ethan Chapin, 20, some members of the community are frustrated because investigators have yet to come up with a full story of how the night unfolded. Authorities have released limited details, including the victims' activities leading up to the attacks and the people they have identified as suspects. State law limits what information authorities can release before Kohberger's initial appearance in an Idaho court, Fry told reporters Friday. Thompson said the probable cause affidavit, which details the factual basis of Kohberger's allegations, remains sealed until the suspect is physically located in Latah County, Idaho, and can be found. Be served with an Idaho arrest warrant. Authorities said Kohberger is a resident of Pullman, Washington, just 9 miles from the scene of the murder. His apartment and office on Washington State University's Pullman campus were searched by law enforcement Friday morning, the university confirmed in a statement. In June 2022, he completed graduate studies at DeSales University, where he was also an undergraduate, according to a statement on the school's website. He also earned an associate degree from Northampton Community College in 2018, the college confirmed to CNN. In a Reddit post removed after Kohberger's arrest was announced, Bryan Kohberger, a student investigator involved in the study at DeSales University, attempted to participate in a research project to understand what crime is, how emotions and psychological traits affect decision-making while doing. Some text goes here specifically: This study seeks to understand the story behind your most recent criminal offense, emphasizing your thoughts and feelings throughout your experience, Post said. Thanks for watching our videos.